Hey third grade friends, welcome to math time. This week we are working on fractions. So let's review a little bit about what we've learned in class. So let's talk about how a fraction is set up. So a fraction has two numbers that are separated with a line. The bottom number is the denominator. The denominator tells us how many equal parts a shape has been split up into. So denominator, how many parts we have. The numerator is the top number. The numerator is how many parts we are talking about. So in today's lesson, the numerator is going to be what is shaded in on each shape. So let's try this. Let's look at this circle over here. How many parts are in the circle? Good, 4 parts are in the circle. So to make the fraction for it, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm going to put a 4 as my denominator because there's 4 equal parts. Now let's say we had 1, 2, 3 parts shaded in. So there's 4 parts total, which is our denominator, but our numerator is what we're talking about, which is the shaded parts. So I have 1, 2, 3. I put 3 at the top. My fraction is 3/4. Let's try another one. Let's go to the square next over here. And let's say for the square that I'm going to give you the fraction. And I want you to tell me what we need to shade in. So the fraction is 1/2. How many parts are we going to shade? 1 or 2? I hope at home that you said 1 because the denominator tells us how many parts there are. 1, 2. The numerator tells us how many parts we're talking about. That is a 1. So I'm going to shade in 1 part. All right, the last one, I'm going to shade in, and I want you to see at home if you can come up with the fraction that goes with this rectangle. Are you ready? See, I'm going to give you 10 seconds. See at home if you can come up with the fraction that goes with this problem. All right, so if I'm looking at this shape to see how many parts there are total, I'm going to count, and that's going to tell me what my denominator is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So for this one, my denominator is going to be 7. My numerator is how many parts we're talking about. We're talking about the parts that are shaded, so I'm going to count the shaded parts. 1, 2, 3. 3 sevens. Now I was wanting you to write the fraction for the parts that are unshaded. Our denominator would stay the same. There's still 7 parts here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But now instead of the shaded, we'd count the unshaded. So I'd count 1, 2, 3, 4, and my fraction would be 4 sevenths. So I hope this is helpful, and I hope you rock out that fractions lessons on MobyMax.